and I'm studying them. You know, they don't even know it though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like that's what made me feel like that's the advantage I have, because when I walk in the room, don't nobody know who I am, but I already did all my research on you.
But you heard, yeah. What you heard, what you heard, you can hear a motherfucking thing.
Hey, yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Tizzle from Pod Talk by Tizzle. I'm here with EastGawd, Seli.
Yeah.
And Skinny, of course.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment.
Run it up.
Also, if you have any music, make sure you send it to the Gmail code 7@gmail.com.
That's the only way we gonna get it.
And like bro said, man, we finally, long overdue, man.
Listen, you here, brother.
We talk to this nigga all the time, but
man, we see him everywhere and everything.
See him everywhere.
So the love is there for sure.
We finally got EastGawd in the building, man. Go ahead and give him all your information, brother.
Man, EastGawd Seli, man. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. EastGawd Seli, EastGawd Y'all can follow me and find my music on all digital streaming platforms. EastGawd Seli, man.
Straight up, man. Yeah, so what's up, brother? What you been up to?
Man, cooking up, pushing this 89110, man. Doing a lot of motherfucking videos, shit like that. I'm on some new shit right now, bro. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
shit.
you went from nigga being a producer, being a rapper, to now you fucking a director
and one of the best performers in the city for sure.
Facts.
Appreciate it, man. Just really not trying to be in one box. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, all the boxes that wasn't checked off back in the day, I'm just checking them off myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be hard for me to get beats. So, nigga, we learned how to make our own beats and shit. And then it's like, with the videos, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how videographers be and shit, you know what I mean? So I said, fuck it. I got my own ideas. And even back then when we was getting our videos directed by other directors, we was coming up with our own treatments and shit. Right. So it's like, shit, since we already doing it all right now, I just might as well go and go full-fledged, you know what I'm saying? Invest in myself 100%.
Being self-sufficient, man, gotta respect that, man. I think a lot of people should take a note from that. You know, everybody don't have the vision though, right. But if you do got the vision, man, I think you should, because who could be more creative for your career than you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with, like you said, 89110, dope album, Stay Driven, dope album, man. Yeah. And then, where do you get your? I always want to ask you this: where do you get your stage presence from? Because that's the city. We got some rappers,
right? We
don't have a lot of performers, nigga. Right. Like a nigga that I feel like, even if I got rich, I'd be like, man, I want this nigga EastGawd to come perform for me. Right. A lot of these niggas don't be knowing their words. There be a lot going on. Where did you get that from?
Really shit, just studying. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, I really didn't like rap. You know what I'm saying? I used to be into like performing arts, you know what I'm saying? Like the drama and shit like that, like the plays and all that shit. So it's like, really, that's where it really come from. And then watching Michael, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody at that age, you know what I'm saying, when you're young, you watch Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? And you look up to dudes. So just watching that, nigga, that really made me like watch want to like perform. And then you got niggas like Usher and, you know what I mean, Chris Brown, all these R&B niggas. I was inspired by R&B heads, you know what I mean? As far as like
they the performers though, like
you know
that's real. They the performers.
When it come to Jay-Z, I give him a lot of credit as far as like my stage presence goes, because watching him, he don't perform with no vocals behind him.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? He's able to do a whole 30-minute to an hour set, you know what I mean? No vocals behind him, you know what I'm saying? Without fucking up and really being able to interact and be intimate with the audience. And that's what helped me really, that's what really makes my stage presence what it is me being intimate with the crowd.
For sure.
When you speaking on your performances and shit, so how much is rehearsal? Because I don't think nobody really rehearsal. Right. How much is rehearsal?
Right. So normally I know about a show a few weeks to, you know what I mean, a month ahead. So how I do it is I start with my set list. So each show I analyze the show and I break it down and say, okay, this quick. Every show you got different crowds, you know what I mean, different audiences. So I'm like, okay, this type of event is this type of audience. Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch my set list up. And then I try to come with like some type of theme, you know what I'm saying? Like one night, let's say the Halloween show, I come in character as like on some Michael shit, right? And then you got the Live Fest. That's Wolfman Johnny. That was me. I was pure like animal that night. Like that whole night, I was pure like arrogant, mad, walking through the room like, you know what I'm saying? Like mean mug, but that was me being in character for that set. Because I knew that set, it was all aggression records, all records where I was really popping my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I prepare. Far as like my lyrics go, I pretty much remember all my lyrics. The most rehearsal goes is what I'm saying, what I'm gonna say to the crowd during this part of the song, or you know what I mean. I'm gonna take a break on this part, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Go take a drink of water, talk to people for a little bit, get back to the next record. But you know, so really just mental, you know what I'm saying, muscle memory.
It's good to hear somebody got it so planned out. You know what I'm saying? That's so
Planned.
professional, man. And kudos for that, man. Because a lot of our younger audience need to know, like, as an artist, you make your money performing.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's where the money at. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And a lot of people be wanting, like I said, you said on Facebook, who could like sell out a show? Who could sell?
Yeah.
Who could bring a crowd? Right?
Yeah.
Like you can get streams, but who gonna pay to see you?
If anybody see EastGawd Seli perform, they're gonna want to see him perform again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been saying that since the first time we see you perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's dope to see that you take that much pride in that. You know what I mean? And that you have a vision and a plan behind it. You ain't just doing. You're not just a one-dimensional artist. Like, a lot of people, they can rap, they can write. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what else are you bringing to the table? Like, you already fit for whatever. If somebody come and see you, it's like, damn, this nigga ready for the world. We can take him on tour right now.
Right.
It's outside of just rapping. I just told somebody the other day
Entertaining.
in my inbox, like somebody like sending me music and shit. I'm like, you can rap. Everybody can rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I hate to, like, everybody can rap. You dope.
Right.
There's a lot of
Next.
dope motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You have to demand all of that. So when you came into so we seen you perform. We know you do your live shit on performing.
Right.
We beats is crazy. I just told somebody this the other day. Like, we had to do wrong thing. You played a beat and you sampled H-Town.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I talked about it on Views some years ago. I was like, I think one of the next big records to get sampled is gonna be an H-Town shit. The
Yeah.
niggas laughed at me.
Yeah.
Then I heard you
You feel me?
sample H-Town. So
Yeah.
you take this production shit serious.
Yeah.
One thing that I seen is Jay-Z and Kanye is two of your biggest.
Yeah.
So how do that work out in you? Like, do you go watch them and be like, oh yeah, I need to get more on this, or you know what ended up happening?
Yeah. So really, Ye inspired me production wise and just being creative in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, going against the grain. You know, so like being influenced by Ye, it made it easy for me to want to make a different record than all the other records that's being played.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the hood and shit, when niggas was little, we all freestyling and shit, and everybody, you know, Wayne was the biggest shit at that time, right? So everybody like super Wayne and shit. I used to even try to rap like Wayne back then. You know, it was his metaphors, his, you know what I mean, wordplay. So but everybody was on that Wayne shit. Everybody wanted just to freestyle over a record. You feel me? Kanye dropped the 808s on Heartbreak. I come back, you feel me? I'm doing records where I'm being melodic on it. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, it was different for me because, you know, at that age when you growing up, that's those acceptance years. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So for me to go against the grain during the years where us as young men, we want to be accepted, you know what I'm saying, by our peers and shit. And I was like, fuck that, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, you know what I'm saying, and make the music that I want to make. And then when it comes to Hove just got that mindset. Yeah. I did that Sagittarius connection, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. So, first we're gonna go with Stay Driven 2, right? Mm-hmm. Stay Driven 2, dope ass album, crazy as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Where your mindset be at from Stay Driven to 89110?
Great question. Amped up, you know what I'm saying, in a good way though. Like, you know, Stay Driven really put me in a different place, you know what I'm saying, with all of y'all, you know what I mean, even in my career, you know what I mean, because it was like, I did the show with Dizzy, built that bond with him, me and bro connected, you know what I'm saying, and then it was like, okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying, what you gonna do now? You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then it was like, we reinvented our whole record label, became an established record label or established company. So it's like, okay, we need that album. You know what I'm saying? We need that Reasonable Doubt.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So for me, it was like, me and Rico created Stay Driven. And then when we dropped it, the reaction, the reception it got from the people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what really made that album, you know, last as long as it did was me being so active. Doing shows, doing interviews, going to different events, even events where like tapping into some of y'all events, you know what I'm saying, and just locking in, and that right there was what really helped me establish me as an artist, because they knew me, I rap. Now it's like, okay, I could do this too, y'all. I could do this too. So now they starting to see me do other shit, and then when it came to 89110, it was like I had like a few weeks of downtime at the end of the fourth quarter of last year, and it was like. Had no shows at that moment, just really, I was like, okay, cool. I was really locked in my mind, and I just started creating motherfucking records how I felt when I was younger and shit. You know what I mean? And that's where 8911 came from. It's really a personal album.
It's crazy because like I was bumping and Stay Driven, right? And I never forget. Ben called me, being like, because I guess you let Ben hear it.
Yeah.
89110.
Yeah.
Ben was like, listen. I forgot what album was out at that time. Mama Keep It Hot. I think it was Perrier. I think we had just left Perrier thing, and I'm like, damn, this nigga Perrier. Like, I'm like, this nigga going crazy.
Yeah.
And that nigga Ben, he ain't heard the Perrier shit yet. He was like, listen, the hardest shit right now is 89110.
Fact.
That's what Ben said, right? He like, nigga, that shit is so crazy.
Yeah.
Then when I heard it, I'm like, it's like this nigga, like,
Yeah.
it's like his what? Let me see, MVP. Like it's like MVP season. Like nigga, I know that I'm the coldest at this shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's kind of what it was too. You know what I'm saying? It was like most people was like, say that album for 22. You know what I'm saying? Like hold it out. You know what I mean? Still ride on Stay Driven. Whoop whoop. I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm my own motherfucking boss on my own label.
Straight up.
I can drop whenever the fuck I want to drop. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I got a whole distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like it's A&Rs, you know what I'm saying, working my music and pushing my music. So it's like the more consistent I be and the hottest records I bring them, they gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I can drop 1,000,000 records. It's all about how I push them, and it's about, you know, what I do with them. You get what I'm saying? And at that moment, it's like with 89110, I just really wanted to make a statement like, I'm really that guy when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? In a humble way though, without having to be super cocky with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Cause that shit was hard. Like I tell y'all, me and you had a conversation about 89110.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, this shit
It's crazy.
is next level. Like this shit is crazy.
It's a sound we ain't heard before.
Facts.
Most definitely.
And then we also had a conversation about your label. And you told me like you tend to fall back sometime because you want to give your artist all the thing, and you have to find a balance in staying involved and still being a CEO. Are you still struggling with that balance?
Nah, because you know what I'm saying, finally got the understanding really, and it's really that silver lining that you had to find within that. You know what I mean? And really, it was to the point where all 2019, 2020, 2021, I wanted all my artists to be self-sustained, right? So I could be the one from Sounds of the East, the face of Sounds of the East. I could be the main one that's popping, you know what I mean? But God forbids anything happen to Seli, right? If I'm the only one from Sounds of the East that has a foundation, the only one that's popping, then where that leaves my label. I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? It's not no knocking nobody, but I don't want no all money in situation to the point where I'm the Nipsey of the team, and then something happened to me, and now you got the other artists trying to keep all money in alive, but you can't. You know what I mean? So I made sure I worked hard to get FTS Guapo established. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he's sustained. And then Tay 23 had her way.
Guapo,
you know what I'm saying? And then last year, the new artist that we broke out to the world was Big Boy. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy. So now that they all established themselves as artists, you know what I mean? The world know who they are, and they still building their buzz. Now I can focus more on the artist side. And then we got Rico coming up, stepping up, and then focusing more so on all the business sides. You know what I'm saying?
So that's your whole team right there.
Yeah.
Rico do the beat.
How did y'all get together? How did that all come about?
So really it was me and Rico. And then we just decided one day, you know, let's build a team. Because it was me and him, we already knew how to produce. We knew how to write. You know, we was already making our own records and shit. And then we were just like, we wanted to do something for people that we wish somebody did for us when we was, you know what I'm saying? And that's like help. And then we seen niggas like our young boy, FTS Guapo, young boy from the East, you know what I'm saying? Young boy, you know, doing his thing. You know how we all is, young in the streets. But boy talented, you feel me? So I'm like, bro, come to the studio. You know what I mean? And then give him a platform in a way to express himself, and then be able to put him in a position to get a bag legally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So that's really how much we came about. You know what I mean? We already pretty much knew each other from school and shit, you know what I mean, from when we was younger and all that shit. So it was pretty much just a real East shit, some real life East shit.
Even when you got like all y'all, like when I listen to y'all individually, everybody
different.
Yeah, everybody have something different. You know what I'm saying? Like FTS Guapo can legit own a whole lane by itself. Like he has a lane that's completely different. Like it's weird. Like listening to him is like, I don't know if I hear rock influence,
I was
right?
gonna say that. He
For
was
sure.
a rock star.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like I hear the rock type of influence, but I hear the rap. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you that. I don't like it. You can do what you want to do, like, and that's a good thing when you got Sound to the East.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, as far as that too, right? When I hear y'all together, y'all sound good, and separately, y'all sound good.
Facts.
It don't feel like nobody is carrying nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own lane. And I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like, I listen to Bitch I'm Him. I'm Him. My bad. I'm Him.
Bitch, I'm him. No, they wasn't with a nigga shooting in the gym. Got ice on my neck, ice on my wrist, and bitch, I'm big lit. We go back to back, I'm with the gang, don't get your bitch hit. Bitch, I'm him.
I listen to that Monday through Friday. That's on my workout playlist. You know what I'm saying? That and that song with that pushing. Who sing? I forgot. OT Genesis, is that him?
Oh yeah.
Push,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even fuck with old dude like that.
Right.
But certain people got them songs. That Bitch I'm Him, man.
Yeah.
Whenever I put that on my Snapchat,
Yeah.
every single time I put that on anything, somebody asks me, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That song hard as fuck. And I was one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Guap and Rico for that one, because honestly, that record right there, that was Guap records, you know what I'm saying? And Guap,
that's
crazy.
we got so much records, man. We work on so many records, you know what I'm saying? So I hear I'm Him. I'm like, at that time, Guap had already dropped his album. So I'm like, shit, bro, I'm already out, bro. You feel me? This is one of them records used from the shelf. You feel me? Like, bro, this is a fucking hit.
Man.
You feel me? You know what I mean? And that's one thing, you know, it's like, when you got that ear, you got that ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I hear that record, I'm like, bro, we're gonna keep that record, keep you on the first verse, because you came off on that motherfucker hard as a motherfucker.
Crazy.
And then that record right there, that's how that was. Because him and Rico cooked that shit up. So shout out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's cold for you to say that, because I think
And
I
that's
stress this.
respect.
I stress this to everybody with me and you had the conversation.
Yeah.
You have to be able to know, like, hey, I like this record, but let me keep it.
No, that's
Or,
real shit.
I like this, like, this record. I'm gonna give you this record. You
Yeah,
have
we
to be
got-
able to do that on the label. Like,
That's
we
what
gotta
we
be
do.
able to trade.
That's what we do.
That's what
Pass
we're a
the
team
ball.
for.
That's what we do.
Pass the
You
ball.
gotta
Like,
bounce ideas.
like you said, your label, your shit already out. We working on mine. Let me get that, because that shit hard.
Yeah.
And if I'm on the label, it's a pat on the back. Like,
Most definitely.
I did something
Yeah.
that y'all really fucking with.
Most definitely.
You feel me? Like,
definitely.
you don't get a all eyes on me without Dash. You
No,
know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
Like, a lot of that shit was
Facts.
Dash records.
Yep.
So
And for you to be able man enough to come up here and say that.
Yeah.
See, a lot
Facts.
of people want to act like
Won't
every
even say that.
fucking
Real
thought
shit.
was theirs, and
Nah.
that's not realistic.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, if you only had your own thoughts, all your music will sound exactly the same.
Facts.
You gotta
Exactly.
pull from the universe. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And what better place than your own team? You gotta have creative minds around you. A lot of people sound exactly
or else what are you here
alike.
for?
For real,
If
man.
you're not as creative as me or some type of creative, what are you here for? What do you
Exactly.
what do you add to this?
And that's one of them ones, man.
That's one of them
I
ones,
swear,
bro.
I listen to that shit Monday through Friday. I hit that gym like, nigga, bitch, I'm him.
He wasn't with a nigga shooting in the gym. Yeah, nigga.
I be like, this shit right here
That's
is
that
crazy.
one, nigga. I heard that shit, nigga. I walked in that stool, nigga. I said, hey, yeah.
And it's the way,
That
and
shit
it's the
fire.
way you put it together, because like what I tell people all the time, ain't nobody saying that a nigga ain't heard before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all these words are recycled. Ain't nobody coming up with new words with probably E40. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, I heard it before, but the way you put it, you know what I'm saying? And that energy behind it. And one thing about you, you sound confident, but you don't sound like an asshole.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people relate to you. Like, some people, they be so on their own shit that it's
Right.
like, nigga, why would I like your song? You like it so much.
No
You know
facts.
what I'm saying?
No facts.
You so into you, why would I be
like
into
it.
you?
Yeah.
Like, niggas act like they don't have no flaws in no game. You one of them in the game. You one of the people that's like, I'm humble, but I know I'm that nigga. You know what
Niggas
I'm
act like
saying?
you gotta kiss their ass. Like, man, I'm
Nah.
gonna kiss your ass.
Cause I'm gonna keep it real. and the reason why I remember to move like that, no lie to you, bro, I study every artist. You know what I'm saying? I study every artist. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's just what you gotta do. You know what I mean? It's no, regardless if you feel like you better than that artist or not, man. You gotta study niggas, bro.
That's the
And I remember,
competition.
you know what I'm saying, the mid 2000s and shit like that, when you know the city was really like, the rap wave was really starting to boom off. You got the Team Gutter, the YB and all that shit. And I'm studying these niggas, bro. These same niggas I'm cool with now, and you know what I'm saying? We work with each other now, bro. I used to look up to these niggas when I was little.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm studying them. You know, they don't even know it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, that's what made me feel like that's the advantage I have, because when I walk in the room, don't nobody know who I am, but I already did all my research on you.
Facts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's
for
like
real.
that'd be my advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, you guys, and that's your competition. It's like if I'm playing for the Bulls and you play for the Knicks, I gotta study you.
That's facts,
especially
bro.
if we play the same position.
Yeah.
Why would I not? Like some people be so caught up on themselves that they don't even know the sound is changing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they're rapping
Yep.
the same as they've
Yep.
been doing it. They doing
Facts.
the same little punchlines.
Facts.
They don't even realize like the harmonizing. They don't realize the game is changing, and they just sitting around saying shit like, "Oh, I got bars."
Yeah.
Bro, that don't matter no more.
That don't mean shit.
That don't mean shit.
You
And,
gotta make a song.
and studying your competition is like, that's battle rap 101. You know what I'm saying? Like that's battle rap 101. Like that's why like when Cassidy came back to battle rap, I was like, he gonna keep losing because you don't know these people.
Yeah.
And they all know
not-
the fuck out of you.
Yeah, you just sitting here,
Exactly.
you just sitting here
Fuck
thinking
you,
like,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna give you these bars because I got these bars, nigga. That's not working. I know you.
Go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost to this? Niggas think they own so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.